Hello everybody, hope that you are well and welcome to this evening's live stream that I have for you here. Hope that you're enjoying this move up that we've seen on Bitcoin over the last few days. It's been pretty nice. Let me do this, and we are ready. I believe you can all hear me okay. We'll start in literally a few minutes time. Just waiting for some people to join. And hello. See who have we in here then. Hello, Tom, Yunez, good old Yunez, Sebastian, Truska, Mikhail, Graham, Toho, K-Dub, RT, Ernestas, Chris, Sam. I like it. I'm starting to recognize like the people and getting the reoccurring people, which is really great. I love to see that. So hello, welcome. Hope that you are very well indeed. And let's go over some Bitcoin. Title is called Where Will the Bitcoin Pump End? Please don't tell me there's no sound. There's always somebody that scares me. Sound ? There's always a scare. Hola Daniel, buenas noches. Buenas noches a ti también. Que tengas una buena noche conmigo. Mirando el Bitcoin. Vamos. Let's go, team. And yes, I'll do this last comment. Big love, my G. Big love to you all too. Everybody here. Big love to you all. A big love. Big up. Peace, love, and prosperity. Let's begin. So, Bitcoin. We broke the upside of the channel. We broke it. Okay. I want to cast your minds back, and I've got it to the point. Well, I just want to remind everyone of the last public video that I done, which was on the 19th of October. Today is the 20th. So yesterday's video. Let's just remind ourselves what we were looking at here. I'm going to press play a second so you can listen. And three touches of resistance. So these are both classified as valid, absolutely valid trend lines. The more you touch these points, obviously the weaker they generally get. So you could expect a breakout of over the next one or two touches of either side of the channel that we are currently trading here. So what we're saying here is we had our resistance trend lines, and this is the educational bit that you're learning here. Touch number 1, touch number 2, touch number 3. We know that means a valid trend line, as we had touch number 1, touch number 2, and touch number 3 of the low. We had 3 touches either side, as I was saying. And I was then saying, the more you touch this, the weaker it gets. So you could expect to touch on the next, 1 or 2 times. You're expecting a breakout of this. You're viewing it as a neutral pattern. It can break up to the upside just as it can break to the downside. So you're saying really simply from these trend lines, there's a 50-50 probability. Really simply, it can go up or down. So you're trading the breakout per se. And I did go on, you can rewatch the video, it's the last public video. And I was saying that when if I suppose you break to the top side, you obviously we're looking up for that target one of the last high. Obviously it's exceeded that. But what we can do here is magic of technical analysis. So what we're going to be looking at is, this was our trend line, resistance. We had support. As we all know now, we got the move up on Bitcoin. Okay, so you saw another, you did see another rejection on a lower term time frame of the channel. So you touched it for a 4th time, and then you made a higher low, another higher low, and you broke through. So as obviously you've maintained the bullish market structure here. And what we can see when we come over to the chart, we got a move up to around the high of the triangle, obviously through it slightly, but then we come back down and we back tested the resistance back as support, and then we continued with the higher lows. So this has been the characteristic of this whole rise. Bullish market structure. Okay, it has not changed, but obviously we are running to resistance. So I'll show you another really fascinating tip for you all right now as well. The next tip that I want to give you all is that when we take our box from the low of this triangle up to the high. So firstly, let me say this. To get the target of a triangle, okay, so this is what I was literally saying to you all, triangle to trade. This is the triangle to trade. And when I say this is the triangle to trade or this is the range to trade, I really do mean it. So this was the triangle to trade. And obviously what we had going on there was, well, this is how you get your target. So if you don't know, the length of your triangle, okay, from the start to the end, or really from the lowest to the highest point, let's put it like that. To get your target, you're really simply taking the length of the start to the end, and then you expand this to the breakout. So let's say it broke out here on the second touch. Then what you would have had is a target up here. That would have been your target. So you'd take the length of this, expand it from the breakout, that gives you your target. Obviously, we did not break out here, so we're going to move this to where we broke out. Okay, we obviously are moving this to the breakout because the target for the triangle is the low to the high, moved to the breakout for a 1-to-1. We're moving this to the breakout, and what we can see is from the breakout, look where we came up to. Are you not impressed? Just impressed by the technical analysis. Like, really simply, I accidentally closed it. We had identified, or me at the very least, had identified the triangle pattern to trade. We're saying, I'm not saying it's breaking up. I'm not saying it's breaking down. I'm saying you can look to trade the breakout. And obviously we broke to the upside. Where's target number 1? It's the highs. Where's target number 2? It's the length of the highs from the breakout. So you can see target number 1 was accomplished. You then got a retrace to retest resistance as support, held. Target number 2, length of the overall triangle, expanded from the breakout. And look how it's timed a high here. Basically to the dollar. Okay, pretty much to the dollar. So that really has been a very perfect triangle. Okay, it really has been. So you've got that now hit target. So the title of today's video is, let me remind myself because I actually can't even remember what I called it now. Where will the Bitcoin pump end? Well, there's a potential that the Bitcoin pump has ended, because if you're trading the triangle pattern, target 2 of 2, there's no more targets, target 2 of 2, target number 1 is the high, target number 2 is the 1-to-1. Both targets have been hit. So what happens when you hit your second target? You take profit. What is happening here? You can see people are obviously taking profits, because from the high to the low, you got a 1% move out of it. So we can acknowledge people have taken profits off of this because you got a big decrease in price. This is obviously going to be a mixture of people shorting and also longs closing, because what do we do as traders? I promote taking profits is what you need to do if you want to be a good trader. Because if you don't take profits, you can do really good trade. Let's be honest. Again, like, this is another example. Let's say you shorted the 1-to-1. Okay, if you're not taking profits now, that's a really good short. That's a 1% move to the downside. That is an awesome, amazing short position. But guess what? If you don't take profits now and price goes up, you get stopped out for a loss. So you can see how important it is to take profits. And this is why I preach it. And people don't understand. People don't understand why I preach so hard. Take profits, take profits. Because I think that this, for example, and as an example, this is an amazing short. Like, if you caught that 1-to-1, that is an amazing short. But it will be an awful short if you don't take profits. You get greedy and price, let's just say it was to go up, you get stopped out for a loss of what was such a good position, such a good trade. To then turn that to an overall loss is not what you want to do. Let's just put it like that. So taking profits is really key. I suppose the same theory can be applied here. Let's say you long to the breakout and you've just hit a potential take profit too. I'm not saying one would have to close out all the position. You might have taken 25% here, 25% here. You might have 50% of the long still running, let's say, potentially. But let's say, for example, this is the high, because there is a possibility it is. And let's say price does retrace all the way back down here. Well, then guess what? You've done an amazing long from here to here. And then because you got so greedy, not taking any profits, that amazing long turns into a massive loss. So I think I've proved the point that taking profits is just absolutely key. So key indeed. I hope that I've proved the point anyway. I hope I've helped somebody with that. A little bit of a lecture. So yeah, what we had going on today though was, really did look like those short squeezes were going to be occurring. Obviously we saw this was at the time of around around 4 o'clock in the group. This is obviously in the champion section. We saw gold going up, saying let's see if Bitcoin follows. I was saying anyway that shorts going to get squeezed. It really does look like it. You just saw shorts every single rise. Very aggressive. Very, very, very aggressive. Then you also saw the bullish funding occur. Okay, and then you also saw everybody selling their altcoins. I mean, look at it. You see the altcoins, Link down 10% almost, ETH down 4%, EOS down 4%, XRP down 4%, 2%, sorry. Altcoins sold off hard. Very, very, very hard indeed. Cooped with a lot of people just eager to short. Well, as I repeated myself at 5 o'clock. Laugh out loud. Still so many shorts. They are going to get wrecked, in my opinion. And obviously they did get wrecked because from 5 o'clock and 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, we just hit $12,050. So I think we can agree that the shorts did get wrecked. And I was correct on that because we saw this rise to the upside hitting around his target, didn't we? So, yeah. Obviously, we're playing a game of probabilities here. I'm not here to say I'm 100% right. I'm not here to say this is what's happening. I'm here to say anything in trading can happen, but you want to trade what's the most probable. Is it the most probable that this is the high? I mean, I would say no. I would say that when a drop happens, the drop is going to be very large and very swift. But is this the high? And I would say evidence of the chart at the moment would say no. Okay, we've had a pullback from the high. But guess what? This is fueled by profit taking. So naturally I'm leaning towards while support holds. No, it's not the high. Can I be wrong on that? Absolutely. And I don't care if I'm wrong on it, to be honest. But I can be wrong on it. But I would say the way I trade is it's not likely to be the high, at least while support holds. If we lose support, well, then it becomes much more probable that that is the high. Okay, you see how we're working on if scenarios. It's like if you're writing code or you're writing some, if this happens, this happens. If this happens, this happens. So my trading is very methodical in the way that I'm approaching this in a systematic view, in a non-emotional view. I honestly couldn't care less whether I'm longing Bitcoin or whether I'm shorting Bitcoin. The name of the game is to make money. I don't care trading Bitcoin up. I don't care trading Bitcoin down. I want to try and position myself with what's the most probable, because over time, that's how you make money. Today, I'm up 1.1 Bitcoin. So I'm up over a Bitcoin today. And that's in about 12 hours of trading. And you don't make 1 Bitcoin in a day from luck. You make 1 Bitcoin from skill, from trading the charts, from trading what's the most probable. I made basically all of my profits today. And I'm not even on 100%. I've taken losses today, so I've taken a mixture of wins and losses. But my one win was a very, very, very impressive win. To be honest with you, it was a very impressive short position that I took off of $11,925. A very impressive short, I will say. And I think if there's any champions in the group, they hopefully can back me up on this, because it was a very, very, very good trade. I'll show you on the 1 minute chart as we hit that 11 to 5. Obviously I'm trading this on Bybit. Let's just, I don't really want to go over that chart. You basically on Bybit, we hit a high of 11,900 and about $28, $30. We got the wick on the 1 minute rejection. And for me, this was a level I've been waiting for a long time. It's a big weekly level, isn't it? So that for me was like a short, and then we obviously fell down really quickly off of that rejection. It's here. So we hit the level I was kind of waiting for. And yeah, but, it was a great short because we fell down about 1.7% really quickly. But then as we know, we recovered, actually ordered the move. I managed to take profits on that position. Obviously got stopped out the rest of it. But, the main thing there was I took profits on the position. And, that obviously made it work out pretty well. You obviously got the rejection on 11,925, but you did recover in the end, And that was the most likely, in my opinion. After you saw the big rejection, I actually said I done a members live stream. So this is for the contenders and the champions. And although I shorted up here, I was saying to everybody, I'm not interested in compounding a short, because if we make our way back up once more, I'm not going to be shorting any of that, because that's a sign of strength. And I actually prefer to short a sign of weakness than I do a sign of strength. Okay. So that's also another tip that you can take from this video. You know, hopefully I'm helping some people in this one. Yeah. Yeah, so I think that's about everything that I wanted to do in this video, really. I wanted to say hello to some people. Hope that you are all doing well. Gave you a bit of an update on that triangle, which, you know, you can't say I didn't give you that triangle in the last video. And yeah, give a bit of an update on how the target was hit also perfectly. You know, again, if you followed this channel for the last few years, you know my passion, love, just everything that I do is for technical analysis. So I absolutely love this. And when I see like things like this happening, when it's like to the dollar, it just makes me so pleased. And I just wanted to do a live stream to show you this on live stream. And I pray that I press the right button, because it's always one or two buttons to the exact dollar. It was either that one or this one. Scared money don't make money. I press them both because I don't know which one it is anymore. But basically, I love technical analysis. And for me to have shown you this one, again, not just sort of, oh, here was a triangle that I saw ages ago in the past, and oh, now it's played out. No, I showed you the triangle, and I'm just showing you now it hitting the target. So, you know, pretty nice. Yeah, there you go. Thanks, Daniel. Daniel, sign of weakness is failure to break the high made and making lower highs. Exactly with the MS with the market structure change, you know. You just haven't had that the whole move today. You haven't had this, but also the way that I like to examine how strong or weak is a move is obviously using my, you know, day trading template. This is how I like to judge strength, really. And the whole day was just aggressive shorts. And you might think, Daniel, if everybody's shorting, why is price going up? Well, that's kind of the reason. Everybody was just too aggressive on shorts, so price just kept squeezing them, basically. So there was the heads up, you know. ¿Dónde está mi gente? Estamos aquí. Estamos aquí. What an amazing update. Deep fusion. Technical analysis, blowing your mind. This is the way. This is the way. This is the way. Oh, you know what? I saw that one of the best videos ever the other day. It was somebody it was somebody at a cosplay. I really want to find the video because it was just like so awesome. Let me find it a second. Yes, this video, I saw this and I was like, oh my god, that's so cool. So this girl is in a cosplay thing and she's like playing this melodica. I don't even know how you pronounce this. Like, listen to her play this. Basically, I just found it hilarious. So she would see people in their cosplay, and then she would like go up to them and play the theme tune. And the other one that I really liked was the Zelda one. Where's the Zelda one? Shout out if there's any Zelda fans in here. Oh, come on. Where's the Zelda? Here. Is this it? Yes. I don't know. Yeah, some of the things I watch are pretty random, but I saw that and it made me really happy. But where I was going with that, because you're probably like, what are you on about? It was the this is the way. That's obviously a Star Wars quote for the people who are not nerdy enough to know this. It's a Star Wars quote. And then I remembered watching that video earlier today, and I was like, oh yeah, that was pretty cool. Yeah, that was cool. There was also a really amazing video that I saw the other day that I need to post because this absolutely blew my mind. Where is it? Unfortunately, I won't be able to play this one either. But this is an absolutely awesome video. Somebody on keyboard that just absolutely nails the track. Just really amazing, and I love the way that it was edited. Anyway, I'm going really off track, but yeah, those are the type of things I like to watch. I've been watching a lot of cool videos recently. This is now I'm looking at my history. This was an awesome video. Some random guy who goes up to a free piano. Just awesome. Yeah, I love these sort of feel good videos. Just these sort of you know, watching people go and just, this was another really cool one that I was watching. I go into YouTube holes sometimes, but random lady from the street. This guy was singing Three Little Birds. And this lady, random lady in the street, starts coming up and just starts singing with them. And I was just like, oh, this is so awesome. These are really cool people as well. Really amazing. But they yeah, I love those sort of videos. I don't know. You know what I'm on about, those sort of like feel good, seeing people doing good things. Yeah, man. I just like those videos. Yeah, Bitcoin. That was exciting, wasn't it? Anyway, yeah, I'm going off on a massive tangent here. I do that sometimes. I just go out off on tangents. I think that's everything that I wanted to cover really on this public stream tonight. A bit of a quicker update, I do acknowledge, but there's not so much for me to say. I just wanted to keep it quick. I guess I'll say for an advertisement at the end that obviously I've got a contenders live stream tomorrow. This is obviously an educational live stream. And then on Sunday, I will be going through a champions live stream. And this is the new series that I'm doing, which is obviously a swing trading series. So yeah, you can also, if you want to see more of what we do at Chart Champions, then there's, you can, if that interests you, then that's a service that we offer as well. But yeah, that's kind of the update I want to say. I say be careful if you're an alts, man. Alts are getting heavily killed. Let's put it like that. Alts are getting heavily killed. So you got to be very, 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 very careful of alts. Obviously, it could give good opportunities. Let's be honest. But also, myself, would not catch a falling knife. Give me that little bit of a reversal, and yeah. But while it's dropping like it is, I don't trade it. Okay. I think that is all then. I want to say thank you once again to you all. I hope that you are enjoying the trading environment. You are making money, because today should have been a profitable day if you kind of knew what you're doing, to be honest. It was not overly hard. And yeah, I'm just going to say thank you everybody so much. Have a brilliant evening, and I'll catch you in the next live stream that I do. So cheers, thank you, and goodbye. Cheers.